Wife support. Wife support. Welcome to Wife support.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kaycee Conlee.
And I'm Amanda Conlee.
And this is Wife Support, podcast where we talk to each other and we're wives.
Hey.
Does that about sum it up?
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty good. Yep. Please follow us on Instagram or all the social medias if you'd like. I'm at Kaycee Conlee.
And I'm at Conlee22.
And the most important thing you can do when you're following us is to vote, because every week we post up the What's Gayer. I shouldn't say every week. Every episode we post What's Gayer. That's different. And we want you to vote. And this we had a great vote.
Did we?
I'm mostly
Wait,
saying
what was the engagement?
Oh, I don't know. What does that mean?
Well, I'm just curious. Like, did you get a good number of votes, or was it like 3 people?
No, we always get a decent number.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like hundreds, but we get it's active.
Okay. Just curious.
And mainly I'm saying it was a great vote because mine won.
Which is why I'm asking how many votes we got, because I want to know, how close was it?
The data. We don't get into the data here, okay? It's just win or lose. This is a pass-fail class. If you've forgotten last episode, it was wearing a Cotopaxi backpack as a purse, which is specific, versus Amanda's, which was attending an event just to meet a celesbian.
I will say, I did vote, and I voted for yours. So.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate your honesty in the voting process.
Yeah.
You have to keep this a democracy. It's very important. Yes, and the Cotopaxi backpack as a purse won pretty much in a landslide. In fact, I think I remember at one point looking and being like, are there any votes for the other? And I was like, surely Amanda's. And I think it was like maybe one, and I just assumed it was yours. So
Nope, not me. And I would like to point out that when I said I won last time, and I said it was a landslide, you were like, no. And we had a little, and so like, can we call it a landslide?
Listen, if I'm the one keeping track of the votes, I can say whatever I want. Wow, that sounds too much like our country right now. But
No.
it's too real.
R.I.P. to our democracy.
Yeah, a little too real, I'm afraid. I want to also, in the vein of that, I have to point out, I got this really cool sticker that I'm a big fan of.
You're dripping. Be careful.
Oh, I am. Wow, I'm really dripping. Let me drink some of this water so I'm not dripping all over my little sheet here. But I got a new sticker for my water bottle, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm going to show it on camera if you're watching, and I'm going to tell people that it says a dirty word, the F word, ice. It's really like fun graphic.
It's very cool. I really want one.
Yeah, we got it from our friends who got them from like their kids' school, which is hilarious. And I put it on my water bottle because I thought it was fun and cool, and I bring my water bottle in most places, but I did not remember the sticker, and I brought it to work.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, day job work where it's not, the dirty word itself is really not suitable for work.
I guess that's a
And one of my coworkers was like, oh, I love your sticker. And I have stickers all over my water bottle. And so my instinct, my like knee jerk was, oh, which one? And then he goes, you know which one. And then I was like, oh yeah. And I like clicked that I had just added that one. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks. And then I was like, whoa, maybe I shouldn't bring that to work.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not like showing it off. It's just like in your backpack.
No, it sits on my desk.
Well, maybe you just turn it the other direction then if you're worried about it.
Yeah, maybe. Like I bring it on my desk. Like I bring it into meetings a lot.
Oh.
I might have to have a work water bottle, is what I'm saying. But yeah, that was pretty. I got a kick out of that. Anyway, I do have some. What shows do I have upcoming to tell people about? Go to my website, kayceeconlee.com/shows. That's where the calendar is. That's where all the good ones are that are coming up. I know I'm getting a headliner set. I think it was like May. I already forgot the date.
I have no idea.
May something. And I'm planning to shoot a special in July, so come to that too.
Oh, we did settle on July? Because I know you were thinking June.
Yeah, I'm pretty settled on July because I'm really excited to tell listeners that I'm taking a leave of absence from work.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm taking a little leave. It'll be I'm truly going to make it for rest and like recovery and what I need right now, which is kind of like nothing. Literally, I need to do nothing for a little while. And
snaps for mental health support.
Thank you. Yeah, really, really looking forward to that. And within that, I'm gonna take the special, which I guess in some ways might feel like it's putting a lot of pressure on it, but to me, having that time leading up to it will just make it so much easier and more relaxing and fun than if I was trying to cram everything in.
Well, truthfully, and you'll probably just like because of the freeness of that time, you'll probably find yourself more creative.
Yeah, I think I'll be in a really good place. I hope I'll be in a really good place. And the good news is that I set all these deadlines and come up with all this stuff, so I can change my mind at any given moment.
That is a very good point. Don't you have kind of like a really big announcement to tell people about, like, I don't know, a TV show?
You're absolutely right. I can't believe I glazed right past it. This is what happens to comedians. I don't feel like we celebrate the milestones enough. It's too much like moving the goalpost. You know what I mean? Like you
Sure, let's celebrate it.
Okay,
Go, tell people what it is.
I'm going to be on Comics Unleashed, which is a TV show. It's like on CBS late night, and it's like a panel of comedians, and they do bits and talk to the host, and it's really cool. It's a TV credit, so I'm really excited. This is actually, in truth, this is the first TV credit for me as only a stand-up.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, because fortunate enough, I started my career in TV, and so I have these great credits of The Tonight Show and Ellen and NFL Network or whatever. But those were all as like writer-producer type roles. This is the first one that'll be me as like talent only.
Very cool. So like when you come up on stage now, they can say, "You've seen her on Comics Unleashed."
Yes, exactly. It's pretty exciting. So,
very fun.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited for that. That's going to be, the recording date is April 14th. So, but I don't know what time or what day it's going to air. So I'll find out. Hopefully.
You can make an announcement on the podcast.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know when it's going to be on TV. And it's at like 12:30 at night. So you're probably going to have to like watch it on demand or record it. Even my parents, I don't expect to stay up and watch it live. But yeah, it's really exciting. Thanks, babe.
I'm very excited to attend to attend the taping. Should be very fun.
I love you. I was mid-sip. I love you celebrating my victories. And this time I set the water bottle down very quietly because if I set it down too loudly, Finn is liable to go off.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have any dilly-dally topics for us? What do you got? What do you got over there? What's going on in Amanda's world?
Oh, well, we just booked what we're going to do. Well, not booked it yet, but we just decided how we're going to spend my actual 40th birthday.
Yes.
And it will be Amanda and Kaycee's spa day.
Yeah, and I love that it's Ann Kaycee's. So it's your birthday. And I'm like, wait, I get to go?
I found this really cool, like, customized package at this place called Larchmont Sanctuary Spa in
you didn't tell me that's where you had picked.
Yeah, that's where I picked.
Okay.
In Larchmont, which is like kind of like Hollywood-esque, Mid-Wilshire area, if you're familiar with Los Angeles. But like I have a phone call into them because they have an actual birthday package, which is like has all the things I want, but I want to customize it. So we want to do massages, facial. It also comes with like a hot tub experience, and birthday champagne and a cupcake.
It's gonna be perfect. I feel like the champagne and cupcake sold you harder than it probably should have.
Yes.
Like, it was like, that's like the little like, oh yeah, in addition to our services.
I could not find another. I looked at many places and this was the only place that had a like birthday package. So
yeah. What more could Amanda want? I mean, it sounds tailored for you.
So we're going to go get our relax on before a bunch of friends are coming into town for the whole like birthday weekend party festivities. And so we're going to go relax and get pampered and then be ready for the onslaught of people to come.
The onslaught. I don't know if that's what you call it when you're looking forward to it, babe.
I am looking forward to it. But, we got, 4 friends flying into town. And,
yes. Wow, is it 4? You're right.
Yeah.
Amber, Audrey, Jordan,
and Hannah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. You're such a celebrity.
I feel very special. For any one of you listening, I feel very special.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's going to be awesome. And the whole weekend is going to be great. And that's just the perfect way to kick it off.
Totally. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Yay, us.
Yay.
Or yay you for deciding.
Woo.
I tried to help some.
You did help. Thank you.
It's hard to help in that situation because you're like, well, this should be your decision.
I understand that. And I've just been, because of my burnout, I've had a lot of decision fatigue lately. And so I tried to frame it of I need help making a specific decision because I just I don't know what I want entirely all the time. And so even to us talking about it today, I asked you for a decision. And then as you were talking, I felt things in my body and was like, oh, I know what I want because of what she's saying. So.
All right. So it's not like I decided for you. I guided you.
Yes.
A little a spirit, I don't know.
You know how if you ask somebody what do you want for dinner, pizza or tacos, and then they
say yes.
and then they pick tacos, and in your body you feel disappointed.
Yeah.
You know you want pizza, so that's
what I did for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I disappointed you.
No.
Into your decision. No, I love that. Yeah. Okay. Well, all very exciting things coming up. Today we're attending a dog birthday party.
Yes, which is really just an excuse to drink champagne and eat cupcakes.
I was just saying another champagne and cupcakes event.
I mean.
Well, Truly, I think I would like more dog birthdays in my life.
Yeah.
Like the stakes are low, vibes are high.
Yep.
It's outdoors.
Literally just an excuse to hang out in the sunshine and pet some puppies.
And in this case, our friend who really gets us champagne and cupcakes and pupcakes.
Yep.
Promised for the dogs as well.
Yep.
So yeah, that's going to be great. And this kind of segues nicely into our topic today.
Oh, it does.
Today we're talking about shared hobbies, which I think are really overlooked in relationships because of how, like, the critical role they play.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. I mean, I think everybody probably, if you look at a relationship, you can probably come up with your shared hobbies and your interests and stuff like that.
I mean, hopefully, I think that's a mark of a good marriage.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think it's like, but I don't know that it's always like seen for how important it is because, you know, especially like, okay, like we're gonna talk through a whole bunch of them because we've been all over the place in our 15 years together at this point. And so the key though is at this point in our relationship, we are coming up with new hobbies together. Yep. We are trying new things together. Some stuff sticks, some stuff doesn't. So I just think that shared hobbies are overlooked maybe as a way that couples really stay connected. And I think we've been together so long now that we're starting to like invest and come up with new ones and grow together, which is super important. But also early on in a relationship and even like, you know, in the first couple years, investing in your partner's hobby that may not be shared and trying to make it a shared.
Yep.
You know, if and when appropriate is really important. I saw this thing online. It's kind of what prompted this topic or like bounced it to the top of my list about how you can feel in a relationship if your like main interests aren't the same. It can feel really isolating and lonely because that's the thing, the main, like the example that the person on was giving was she was really into baseball and he was really into like, I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons or something.
Oh yeah, you sent me this.
Yeah, and like him like taking an interest in like telling me about baseball and her being like, okay, teach me this game. And not to say like it has to be as priority, but if it's something you can grow to enjoy doing with your partner, that is so important. Or just even learn enough about it to talk about it and share it with them. That is so important. And I also think it's such a form of love to be like, this thing that maybe I don't care about, I'm going to try and learn and care about because someone I love cares about it.
Yeah.
I think that's like its own little love language.
I agree. I mean, I also think that like it's something that is unique about our relationship and that like kind of bonded us so quickly together is that we had like shared interests, and history, which we bonded over and then like could like had for each other as our relationship grew. And I think that's like, not every relationship has that. And I feel very lucky that we had that. And it's honestly, I think the fact that we have so much in common is like one of the reasons that like even through tough times keeps us together.
It's become a real foundation for us to go back to and to lean on. And you're right, not every couple has that, but like our even shared history as kids, love of softball. Like we will randomly just start being like, did you have what bat did you have when you were growing up? And we were like talking about DeMarini and that shared interest and knowledge it's crazy the connection it will make. Anyway, what I remember the biggest one when we first started dating was craft beer.
Oh yeah.
That was, we were like mid-20s. The craft beer scene was crazy. We would go to breweries, learn about home brewing. I think we even tried to home brew at one
We were
point.
not very good at it.
No, we realized that we were better drinkers than brewers. But that as a hobby, really, that was like our entire social scene. And now, by the way, when you think about it, we don't even drink beer in the house. Very rarely do we even have beer in the fridge that we would drink. And as far as breweries go, there's like one we go to, but it's mostly motivated by our friends. It's just not a highlight for us anymore. It's just shifted.
I mean, I still like when I feel like one, like at least I know what I like. I seek out the things that I like. And like, but yeah, just like, I still feel a connection to it though, like in like beer, a fondness and like a connection to beer culture and like beer people. Cause I still feel like a beer person, but even though it's just like, just because the way our lives have shifted, like we just don't drink much. And,
it's just different.
And when we do, it's not beer that much anymore.
Yeah, our relation to it has shifted as far as like the amount of time we spend.
Yeah, I remember like, gosh, do you remember every week I would go to that little store in NoHo in North Hollywood, Vendome Liquors, and they had a great craft beer selection, and I would like pick up a few of the like larger format bottles for the week, and because it was like every night after work, that was what we did. We sat down and we had a beer together, and it was like something new or something we loved, and like that was what we got excited about. And then on the weekend, we were going to try out a new brewery, or we were going to something and then going to get a beer after. And like, it was a significant part of our lives at the time.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, I still like going to a brewery and doing a flight or whatever, but it's just not like what it once was.
Oh my
And
gosh, I have hops tattooed on
Yeah,
my arm.
so
Look,
true.
if you can see, if you're looking at the YouTube, I mean, I still feel very connected to this tattoo. I think it's pretty cool.
But I just wanted to talk about, like, we have a list here of like all the different shared hobbies, and some have stuck and some haven't.
Yes.
But we have tried quite a few.
Yes.
Like, just going down this list, hiking and backpacking. That was not a thing when we first started dating. I hiked like 1 or 3 mile things here and there, and it was just like, let's have an activity with our gossip today.
It's so funny. I remember like when I moved here and you were like, let's do this thing. And I was like, yeah, this is fun. I like this. And there's like pictures of like us with Colby or whatever. And like at the time, our version of like, we're going to hike today was that little 2-mile hike in Burbank, you know? And like, that was like, we did it.
Yeah.
And
Celebrate
now-
a beer. Let's go to a brewery.
Yeah. And then now I'm like, so I found this 12-mile hike. I'm going to be gone most of the day.
Yeah. And so that one has definitely stuck, but it's also evolved.
Yeah.
Then there's fantasy football. We got into that together. We've been in the league for 14 years now.
Yep.
It's crazy. We have this.
And we've had more than, at one point we had 3 leagues we were in, and then it's like slowly whittled down to just the one that I'm the commissioner of.
And even football separately. We were very into it at a time. And now watch it like
A little bit.
When it's convenient, when there's a good game.
Mainly for it to stay relevant in our lives. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. So that one's like definitely one. Okay, shopping. That I got you into.
Shopping has been a through line throughout our entire relationship.
Well, shopping was like what my family did. That's like how we spent our time. So it's always been a hobby of mine to be like, I just feel like going shopping. And I don't have to buy anything necessarily, but just going to a store I like or wandering and looking at things, whatever. And that was not a thing for you.
No, my mom hated to shop. And so, like, we only went, as a kid, it was like, you need something, you get in, you get out, you're done.
Yeah.
There was no, like, if I was, quote, wandering around the mall, it was, like, just with my friends as an activity.
Yeah.
But
I don't
like-
think people realize that it could be a hobby. And you certainly didn't realize it could be a hobby, and now it totally is one.
I mean, I guess I knew, but, like, yeah, that's kind of funny. I mean, well, should we talk about, Kaycee loves to shop. Kaycee also loves to wander around stores holding things she has picked up in the store and then
Because I'm
decide
thinking about getting it.
and then
That's
decide
shopping.
at the last minute this thing she has carried for the last half an hour. Nah, puts it back.
I don't think of this as weird. I think of this
I
as,
think we should do a poll.
I literally did it yesterday.
Yeah.
Put that shirt back.
Yep, you did.
But that's what shopping is. Shopping is like looking at stuff, thinking maybe I'll get it, experimenting it in your mind, owning it, and then deciding whether or not at the end you're going to get it. And sometimes it's no.
I don't think so. If something goes in our cart or if I'm going to carry it around, I'm buying it.
Yeah. Okay. I like to waffle. Okay.
You like to dilly-dally in your shopping purchases.
Yeah. Sometimes it's, it's funny because yesterday the shirt I put back was like $10. It wasn't about the cost.
No.
It was truly about like, I started picturing myself, I was like, I don't really need this. I'm less, like, in the moment it was exciting to be like, cute, yes, cart. And then later I was like, yeah, I don't need this. And sometimes the feeling I get just from picking up and putting it in the cart is all I need.
Honestly, it's never about the cost.
No, that's true. And we're very fortunate to have that as not as like the driving factor. But yeah, and then also encouraging you to get stuff. It's
Yeah.
not about need.
No, I love that. I love that about us is we're just like, yeah, get it. You know?
And okay, so yesterday it was Amanda found some great stuff, and you were like, well, I don't need it. I was like, just get it. And also I was like, get it home, try it on. If it doesn't have like the vibe, we can take it back.
Yeah.
And so that was part of it. And we didn't feel like trying on in the moment. So there was like, okay, just take it home and try on. But then the weekend before, we were at the mall and I was hitting home run after home run.
Oh my
I
gosh.
found a lot
And
of stuff I liked.
the worst part about that is we went because I was on a mission. And
right.
the mission was not fulfilled.
No, you wanted new jeans, and instead I bought like a bunch of new stuff. And nobody got jeans.
And I think we went to like 8 different stores,
It
and
was
I
a
tried
lot.
on so
Probably-
many
probably
pairs, 20 pairs of jeans,
Yeah,
and
it was
just
wild.
struck out.
That happens. Jeans are a very specific item though.
They are.
But we had fun.
We did. We enjoyed it. And that was the thing is I was like, I told Case, I was like, sometimes you have a mission and sometimes you go to just like wander. And I told her, I was like, I have this mission and I'm feeling like a just like stroll through the mall kind of trip. And if like, if I don't find it, I don't find it. Do you want to come? And you were like, Yeah.
Well, I thought it was cool because it took us into stores we wouldn't normally go in.
Yeah.
We went into some different stuff.
Yeah,
which was
because
cool.
I was like trying out jeans and like different kinds.
I'm very open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happens. Okay, rolling on the list, snowboarding. That has definitely become more of a shared thing. It was really more of yours, and I had dabbled, and then look at us now.
Yep.
Working-
Actually, just booked a trip today.
Yeah, we're
gonna go back to Mammoth.
Yeah, because we got these icon passes.
Yep.
Which is, yeah, I mean, really motivated by you. And we just happen, I embrace it more because I know how much you love it.
Yeah, it fills me with joy.
Yeah. Working out, that's become like our
I feel like that was kind of always a thing, and that it has become like over time it's a thing that we share, and it's like fitness in all of its realms has been something we've tried a lot of things together, and it continues to be an anchor point.
Yes. I will also say the way we work out has changed and evolved.
Mm-hmm.
It's also, in some points, you'll go off on a branch for something. I'm like, I don't want to do that. And then sometimes we'll try a little fitness journey together. Remember when we did Insanity at Dinosaur?
My gosh. I just like cannot.
Insanity is a fitness program that was like really popular probably 15 years ago, 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It got like really big. Now, if you look back on it, it's really bad for your body. It's all this like jump training and stuff that's like bad for your joints. But at the time, it was like literally called Insanity because you had to be insane to do it because it was so exhausting and so difficult.
Very, very high cardio.
Yeah. Plyometric stuff. And we did it together, and we had picked to do it leading up to going to Dinosaur weekend, which, if you're not familiar, is like a big gay lesbian weekend in Palm Springs. And we went to go do this thing, and we were in the middle of the workout program when we got there, and we were like, well, we have to do these workouts. And doing that workout hungover at Dinosaur.
On a pool deck.
Probably the craziest, like, I don't know why we were like, we need to do this.
I have no idea.
But we ended up calling it Death by Dinah because we were like, this is insane. And literally insane to do Insanity at this.
Yeah.
I don't think we did it the next day. We tried it the first day.
We still do. I mean, we have a subscription to the subscription service that has all of these programs is called Beachbody. And now it's like Beachbody on demand. And like, we still have that. And that's like our main way of working out. And so you actually talked about in your goals of this like one workout program we're doing. Mm-hmm. It's through that. And like, I don't know. I just feel like in general, fitness is a shared hobby that we have that even if it evolves, it's like something we always have together. And we can always find common ground in to be like, you know, hey, do you want to go work out? Because we love going to the gym together.
Mm-hmm. I will also say, as we go down this list of shared hobbies and things we've tried, a lot of it is, you know, active.
We're
Sports.
Such lesbians. Like, I'm looking at this list and I'm like, you are so gay.
Sure, but also, I don't think that sport, like...
There is a type of lesbian.
We
are athletic lesbians.
Hold on. Which came first? Gay or loving sport? Sport or being gay? Because
Chicken or egg?
I think those things... While I understand the joke and obviously the like stereotype, I also think you could strip away my sexuality and I would still be into sports and athletics. Like, I don't think. Does that make sense?
Yes,
but I'm also that. Yeah, okay, but I'm a sports.
There is a type of lesbian that you just are.
But I happen to also be gay, so yes, fine.
There are plenty of straight girls that are very into sports and very athletic. Totally.
Yeah, and maybe they don't have this complete list of activities they've done with their partner. Okay, because the next few, I'm going to fire these next few off. Tennis, we realize we both suck at it.
Oh God, no! I never want to play tennis.
Golf, we still dabble with, but that one ebbs and flows. So we still like it, but we haven't played in a while. We recently talked about getting back out there more frequently. Yoga, I think the same idea. We like go on and off, hot and cold with it. Do you have a story about your first time doing yoga?
Do you remember the first time you took me to a yoga class?
Was it that's Yoga Shelter in Studio City?
No, it was someplace in North Hollywood. And we went, and I was just like, I had no idea what I was doing. It was very quiet. There were masks. People were half naked. They were doing the weird breathing thing. And I just kept looking at you like, what do I do? What do I do? And you would like whisper to me what to do. You know what I mean? And I'd just be like, I feel weird. And you'd be like, it's cool. We got it. You know? And it was just, look at me. I am not like the yoga. Anyone who
meditative type?
No. Yeah. Like anyone who knows me, it's like to just like breathe and stretch. And I'm like, it's
a little too hippy dippy.
It's a lovely practice. I always feel good when we do it. And like, it just like doesn't match my personality.
I think where you get lost a little bit is with like, if they just go into it and do the moves and it's just like movement and flow, you can get on board with that. But when they're like, set your intentions, breathe out the bad vibes or whatever. I mean, it's just like, I can't. Do you remember we went just a few months ago and it was, we had like a Groupon or a freebie through ClassPass or something. So it was like a first class free. We went together and we were both laughing through the beginning because it was a little too, it was like too much.
Yes. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you remember this past summer when we went to hot yoga?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, is it the same place?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You talk about a slip and slide of a yoga experience.
Do you remember, we were in the front, we were like cackling.
Yes, I do remember that.
Trying to hold back our laughter. It was like church giggles. It was so funny to us because everybody was so serious. Everybody was so into it. But some of the cues from this teacher were so, it felt like I was in an SNL sketch.
Yeah.
'Cause it was like, you can't possibly, like, breathe in through your, like, whatever, and like, suck in the bad, like, and I was just like, I can't. This is
I do remember that. And it was very what you would think of on like an LA yoga experience. It was very that.
It was just like too much. Yeah. I was like, I get it. We're working out, but like, you're overdoing it.
Honestly, great workout though.
It was great.
sweaty.
We were very sweaty. Okay, pickleball.
Oh, I love pickleball. We really should get back out there now that I can do side to side movement.
Yeah, we paused on the pickle because of the hip reconstruction, and we should get back out there along with golf. Okay, this one's fun. Watching basketball. Obviously, always been into basketball myself, and Amanda, you were a big fan of UNC, obviously.
Yeah,
UNC Carolina.
UNC basketball.
But watching it as like fans, specifically the WNBA and now Unrivaled, that has really in the last 2 years just exploded for us. And I mean, your enthusiasm actually drove my enthusiasm because I always liked the NBA and I've watched as a fan and gone to games and stuff, but the W has become my favorite.
Yeah.
Way more. And I remember periods throughout the course of my life enjoying the W and like watching it here and there, but never got into it. Like obviously I should have. And I really embraced it with your enthusiasm, like having it be shared between us. And also I love when you like ask me questions.
Well, I mean, you played it your whole life and I never played it. And so like, I know the rules from watching it, but like there's so much about it. Like I want to get in the brain of a player because like I want to understand the game from the eyes of the person who's like I know what it's like to not even have to think about what I'm doing on a softball field or like I'm watching a baseball thing and I know everything that could happen based on what the situation is. I want to know that for basketball.
Yeah, and that's so, I mean, another thing on here we didn't even list was the Dodgers. I mean, that's a huge shared hobby for us is that, like watching the games, going to the games, all that. But you and I take in Dodger games at a like high level because we are experienced, baseball, softball. We know the inner workings of the game and the situational stuff. And we can enjoy it on a whole nother level. And when we bring people that are less experienced and they ask us questions,
oh, it's so fun.
It's the best to get to like talk about it and explain it and help them understand. And that's what happens with basketball. When you ask me those questions and I get to like, not even necessarily show off my knowledge, but dig into like realize what I know and share it with someone who's enthusiastic about it, it's the best. It is so fun.
Okay, well then I'll keep doing it. I always try not to be annoying. I feel like I remember the first thing I asked you was like, how do you know where to stand?
Yeah, which by the way, we've been asked that by people at baseball games. They're like, why is second base not standing on second base?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a good point.
We've literally been asked that kind of stuff.
Well, you know what's interesting? If you're someone who's interested in getting into basketball, I will say what actually got me more into the W, which I'm a big fan of. Kaycee and I commissioned we're the commissioners for a fantasy league last year for our friends. It was like really fun. But the thing that got me into it was Unrivaled, which is this new league that two of the big players in the W have started. And I just found it to be so much more accessible because the teams are smaller, there's less teams, the game is faster, and like they're shorter. And so for someone who doesn't know a lot about the game, it was kind of like bite-sized chunks of basketball, and that helped me get to know the players in a different way. It helped me get to understand the game differently. Even though the game is slightly different, it's still like it hooked me.
Well, there's less people on the court to be trying to keep track of what position and what they're doing. So learning a 3-on-3 game, all of the fundamentals are still there. Setting screens, like a pick and roll, who's going to handle the ball, who's going to post up. Those things are still there, and for you to learn. And then when you go back to the 5-on-5 version, it's like, oh, now I'm seeing how this is drawn out. on a bigger court with more players.
I think that's true. I also think it's like the actual connection to the individual
For
players
sure.
of like,
You get
I
to know
was
them
like,
better.
oh, Rakia Jackson. Oh, tell me more about her. Oh, I'm going to Wikipedia her. Oh, she's on my favorite team though. Oh, she plays for LA. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? It was just like the connection I could build because there were less of them.
Yes. And also I think we can't skim over the fact that some of them are dating each other.
Oh yeah, that's great.
So-
I love that.
That heightens the drama.
Yes.
Like the men could never.
Yeah, but maybe they are. Who knows?
Well, I mean, I would love to know.
Yeah,
But
not outwardly.
yeah. I mean, shout out to Heated Rivalry because you know what's happening. But in the W, you get to know that it's happening. Yeah, okay, cool. And then obviously we play on a slow pitch team together.
Yep.
And dabbling with that, we play on an awesome team together. It's really fun. And it's my favorite is when we play middle infield together. I know sometimes you're out there in the outfield because you're the best outfielder on the team. But I love when we get to play and turn double plays together.
Me too.
It's very
It's fun.
And then one that's really struck up for you is cooking. Mm-hmm. And listen, if I'm going to have to share a hobby, I will happily share cooking with you because I get to reap all the little benefits of eating it all. So that's become a real joy for me. And I could never like attest to being as into cooking as you are, but I sure know a lot from being just near you and also cooking more than I've ever cooked before.
Yeah, well, and I would say about nutrition too, because
Yes.
we've learned that together.
But even about cooking, I mean, I don't think you realize you don't know the stuff people don't know.
Huh.
Like I was listening to a podcast with one of the co-hosts who like self-admits cannot cook, doesn't know anything, and wanted to learn more. And she was talking about like even like the basic stuff on a recipe because they were like, you can follow a recipe, and she's like, no. She's like, it'll say like chop, mince, dice. I don't know what that means. It'll say bake, fry, saute. She's like, what is that? To like not know the difference, like you don't even realize what you know.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess
And
that's a
how
good point.
naturally cooking can come to you once because you've put in the time to learn stuff.
Yeah, I think we used to call them fitness adventures. Do you remember like that was
Yes.
kind of like when we would take off on these and that translates to nutrition, and twice we have tried to go vegan together.
You wrote here.
The vegan trials ×2. And it's so funny when you look back because the first time we did it was in COVID, and I'm glad we did it because it like taught me it opened up a whole new way of cooking and like ingredients I'd never done.
I was gonna say the ingredients I learned about,
Like,
crazy.
yeah.
You're shopping in aisles you've never looked at. You're looking at things you didn't even know existed.
Yep.
And I don't just mean like produce, which certainly happened, but like nutritional yeast,
Yeah, which we use all the time now.
TVP.
Yep.
Like even just tempeh tofu. So like I didn't know that there were different kinds of tofu. Like when they're like
Nope.
buy extra firm, I'm like, what does that mean?
Yep.
Versus like silken or like it's a whole new world out there. And so the first time we went, like you said, during the pandemic, I do think it helped that we had all that time on our hands to learn
Yes, absolutely.
because there is a barrier to entry and getting into that stuff.
Well, and there's a barrier to entry to like finding all the stuff and finding recipes and like relearning the way you eat and blah, blah, blah. But then we did it for 30 days. And at the end of the 30 days, I was like, hard no, I can't do this. And you were like, oh, bummer. I kind of wanted to keep doing it. Like, I like the way I feel. And then because I'm the one who cooks, we ended up just sort of like not. And then when all the stuff flared up with my body and my hip, we decided to give it another go because I had read that plant-based diets can decrease inflammation in the body.
And so help with chronic pain.
And help with chronic pain. And so we did it. And we were fully vegan for 5-6 months, probably.
Yeah.
And I mean, it worked for me. I am no longer vegan, but I'm vegetarian. You have gone back to eating meat some of the time. But
when people ask me, I usually say I'm like 90% vegetarian, and then and then I'll have a burger or something when I'm out sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you do most of the cooking.
But so that one stuck, I guess.
Yeah, I think it did stick, and it's if you would, I mean, think about 15 years ago, we had one friend who was vegetarian, and I used to be like, what a weirdo. And like, now look at us.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, in honesty, his reasons and food decisions were different. Like for us, I think it's really about health, and we're making good choices, and we get protein from good sources and all that. And his, I think, was just didn't like meat, and he would eat like a lot of processed stuff.
Right.
But anyway, it's just crazy to think where we are with it today.
Well, we also had one friend who was vegan, and her whenever we would go out drinking beer, the thing she would always eat was chicken wings.
Yeah. a
So
little
we
drink.
say wings were her gateway meat.
Yeah, I'll say. Which is, by the way, pretty harsh, intense meat as far as, it's not like a little like white meat chicken or something.
No.
I don't know. It feels like a lot. But we also, last little bit that I had noted here were like, we've gone on runs where we'll do like puzzles together. Legos are still like a hobby for me, and you recently built some stuff with me, and you're like, okay, I get it. These are fun.
It is fun. The nights we like do it as like a date night. I'm like, it's not like a hobby of mine the way that I love puzzles and you do it with me. We kind of flip flop. But I'm like, the nights when you're like, do you want to build Legos together? I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah. But even like other games, like, I mean, I know you do not like Uno.
Oh
But
my gosh.
you play like Uno or Dos with me when I'm feeling like in the mood for a little card game, or like bananagrams. That was always your thing. We can't play that anymore because you kick my butt too much. But that's why we had to give up Scrabble too, because it's basically like, it'd be like me playing one-on-one basketball with you. It's like, yeah, we can play, but like,
I'm gonna
it's not
win.
challenging. Yeah. Whatever. You just know all the like little 2-letter things better than me, and that makes, I mean, you're an outstanding player.
I mean, we should revisit. I haven't played in a long time. Maybe you could beat me. I don't know that I remember them.
But we got, I mean, as far as little silly games, like Heads Up, I keep it on my phone and we'll play it when we're like out in the wild sometimes, and that's like kind of a cute little hobby.
Yeah.
I love that game.
I am not in my family, we did not grow up playing games. That was like not a thing we did. And that is a thing your family did. And so you love it. And I'm like, okay, we're doing this. And like all of our friends love games. And so I'm just like, if we're going for a game night, I'm like, got to get in the right headspace.
Yeah. Yeah. It does take it. You're like, maybe a glass of champagne.
Yes.
Well, I will say, so going over all this list, a lot of these have stuck.
Yeah.
There's only a few that we like maybe are like, yeah, not for us. But I really think that the point is that we'll like never really stop trying new things. Like we're both like really embracing new things, new interests. If like I know I could come to you and be like, hey, I kind of want to try this, and be like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know? Or like even like I think we dabbled a little bit with climbing because our friends were into it, and I was like, yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
So I love that about us, that we're always down for like, what's the next adventure going to be? And if it's related to sport or activity.
I was going to say, if it's some sort of fitness activity, we're probably in.
Yeah, we're more than likely in. And if it's a game, Amanda might ask if I can find another friend to play with me first. But yeah, I do think just the moral of this topic is to embrace these things with your partner. And like, if you would have asked me like about half these things, if I was going to get into them, before we started dating, I probably been like, no. Like, I mean, in particular, my like vegetarian eating this way, no way. I don't know. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, me too.
It's an important part of any relationship. Anyway, that was fun.
It was fun.
Any other thoughts, feelings? I don't want to wrap up if you weren't ready.
No, I think I'm good. Let's go to What's Gayer.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
It's
ready
time.
to kick your butt.
For What's Gayer?
What's more gay?
Okay. You have to go first this week.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go. Your turn.
Okay, mine is the audience at a Tegan and Sarah concert.
Just the audience?
Yeah.
Like the crowd?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, that's gay. That's really gay. Okay, what's gayer? The audience at a Tegan and Sarah concert, or getting kicked off a softball team after a breakup.
Well, I will note that you didn't say if it was a women's softball team or a co-ed softball team. So, hey, it puts me like nicely.
The fact that you would get kicked off after a breakup, is that gayer than the audience? I feel like you're almost cheating with yours, but we'll let it ride. Vote on my Instagram at Kaycee Conlee, and we'll share the results on the next episode. You guys, this has been so fun.
Yes.
Thanks for listening. Thanks
I
for being
enjoyed
fans.
talking about the things we do for fun.
Yeah, I mean, what could be more fun? Oh, should the podcast be a shared new interest and hobby?
Maybe we see how it goes.
Let's see. It's only episode 13. We'll see. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching, for listening, and being here, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.